Hello once again, everybody. Welcome to Hall County Sports TV. I'm your host, Gary Glenn. Well, we've got a national championship of a different sort for a local school, and that story comes up later in the show. But first, we cover playoff football in our game of the week. Heartbreak at the hot gates of Spartan Field. The tremendous season put together by West Hall's football team, which included the first region gridiron title in school history, ended last Friday night as the Warriors from Oconee County jumped into a big lead, fell victim to a West Hall comeback, and then had a comeback of their own to win the game 42-38. A last-ditch drive by West Hall failed when Oconee County intercepted a Jacob Satterfield pass, and then they ran out the clock. The Spartans had rallied from a 3 TD deficit to tie the game, then take the lead on a Brad Hodgson 32-yard field goal as the Spartans scored 24 straight points, only to give up a score in the closing minute to lose by 4 points. The tying score had come on a 77-yard Quan Williams run in the Hodgson PAT. Williams also scored from the 21, and the Spartans also got scoring from Tyquan Statham from the 18, Tyrese Osborne from the 9. That score set up by a 64-yard kickoff return by Ty Statham, and Isaiah Rose 1-yard plunge. Williams had 183 yards on the night, and Satterfield had 94 yards passing. The Spartans had to battle back from mistakes and turnovers in this game, and they fell just a little bit shy. Videographer Henry Gomez and I did talk to West Hall coach Tony Lottie just after the game ended.
Tony, what a comeback in the second half. I mean, you laid it all out there and just had that heartbreaking thing happen at the end.
Well, we just made too many mistakes in the first half, and I'm proud of my kids. Winter made some adjustments. We kept playing. We laid it all out here in the second half. I'm proud of what they did. Unfortunately, we came up a little short there on a big play at the end. So that's the way it goes. It's football. Hats off to Coach and Oconee. They came out and played a great game.
Well, this season, though, has been one of lots of memories that these seniors can take a lot of pride in.
Yeah, because, they've done things here that's never been done here. They've taken our program in the right direction, which is what I expected of them, and I'm proud of them for that. It's going to be hard to say goodbye to them. They're a special group of kids. But nice thing about my job, I think, is if I do it right, then it's never goodbye. They'll still come back. I just hate they won't be out there at practice with me in the spring.
You know, I know it stings now, but there's a lot of things to be proud about this team and a lot of things to be proud of, and you talked about some of them then. What's going to be the thing that sticks out about this team when you think back on this in a week or two?
Who they are. I'm so proud of them. We came up on the short end late, but we fought the whole time. They laid it all out here in the second half, and I'm proud to be their head coach. And, it's just one of those things. Obviously, we're heartbroken. We fought our tail off in the second half. But, this will be a lesson we'll take and to take our program moving in the right direction.
And this is the legacy that you want to leave here. These guys want to leave.
Oh, absolutely. They competed. They did things people said they could not do. I'm proud of them. I'll always be proud of them. Like I said, the hard thing is not so much the loss as this is the last time I have 14 kids in pads. And now the big thing is to send them off to be successful after they leave West Hall.
Oconee County now goes on to play Pierce County in the round of 16. West Hall will end their season at 9-2. East Hall was sent home 42-14 on the road at Hart County. The Vikings, who will finish at 6-5, got 93 yards passing and a TD passing and another running from quarterback Devin Watson, who hit Jaquan Hopkins for 56 yards for the passing score. Victor Adame was 2 for 2 on extra points, and Hart will play Cook County next. Now, one of our local teams did survive, Gainesville over Creekview, 42-37 in a wild shootout at City Park. Michael Bird had his fourth straight 100-plus yards game rushing with a personal best of 226 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Messiah Dorsey caught two 23-yard touchdown passes from Mikey Gonzalez and threw for another score, a 37-yarder to Rodney Lackey. Gonzalez, who had 113 yards passing, had opened the scoring with a 14-yard rushing score. Chandler Staten was perfect on these extra point kicks for the Elephants, who also got two key interceptions in the second half, one apiece for Chris Williamson and Tondrick Turner. Gainesville will carry a 9-2 record into Harris County this Friday in the second round of the playoffs. Hoop dreams. That story when we continue.
You've decided it's time to get in shape. Now let Falcon Parkway Fitness in Flowery Branch help you achieve your goal. Open since 2000, Falcon Parkway Fitness features free weights, exercise machines, group fitness classes, as well as personal training in a fun family environment with childcare, lockers, showers, and 24-hour access. Come by for a free consultation with a certified personal trainer. And just next door, check out Optimum Body Care Day Spa with massage, facials, and waxing, or K. Michael's Salon for hair and nail care. Falcon Parkway Fitness is your hometown family gym, located in Flowery Branch, right behind the public shopping center.
We're back. I'm Gary Glenn, Hall County Sports. Well, now that football is winding down, high school basketball is getting started up. In fact, a couple of our local high school teams have already begun their seasons. Last week, Riverside got 13 points from Griffin Sewell and 11 from Chris Howard as they beat Tallulah Falls 51-44. The Johnson boys got 38 points from Ty Cockfield and 24 points and 9 rebounds from Roderick English as they whipped Cambridge 72-60. Also last week, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the FCA, hosted their annual Basketball Media Day at Long Street Cafe, and I was privileged to serve as the MC for that event. This week and next here on HCSTV, we'll present some of that as our local coaches and players look ahead to the upcoming season. First up this week, the girls' scouting reports.
We had a pretty good season last year. You know, we didn't really play well in the region tournament, but we were lucky we played well in the region tournament, you know, and lost by 2 in Sweet 16. And I don't know, our kids, that 2-point loss has kind of motivated them, I guess, and seeing how every little thing matters, every loose ball, every rebound, you know, every layup. So I think they've attacked this offseason a little bit differently as a result of the outcome of that last ball game.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there. I
remember that.
Yes.
Kenzie, where do you feel the team is going to be strong this year? What's your strong point going to be?
Well, like, everybody knows us as an offensive team. We shoot a lot of threes, but we don't really do a lot of driving. So I think we're going to work on driving, and then we're going to be really strong on defense. That's what we're working on this season, is we want to be known for our defense instead of our offense.
Well, they say, you know, offense scores points, but defense wins championships, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Last year is not exactly something I want to rehash, but we will. We were 13-12, had a lot of ups and downs, extremely young sophomores and freshmen. So now all those sophomores and freshmen are juniors and sophomores. We've grown up a lot, which we really needed to do, and are definitely have a better understanding of what I want now, and our expectations are high, but our league is really tough, so we'll see what happens.
Brianna, 13-12, although it was a winning record, is not something that you wanted.
No, sir.
What have you been doing to prevent that from happening again?
Well, like Coach Hall said, we were really young last year, so this year we've kind of grown up. And last year I don't think we really bought into the system as much as we should have. Like, we were kind of there, but we weren't all the way there. And I feel like this year all of us have come together more, and we've made up our mind that we really want to be there, and winning is something we really want to do. So,
Where do you figure, I've asked some of the other girls in other interviews, where do you figure you're going to be good this year? Now, based on what you've seen in practice, do you run the floor well? Do you shoot well? Do you rebound well? What do you do?
I feel that we have different people that do different stuff better. Like, some people run the floor better, some people are really good at defense. So.
Last year, we had a really good season. We finished 21-8. Made it to the first round of state, lost by 6 to Tucker, the team that went on to win the state championship for Class 8 5A. We also won the Lanier Land tournament, which we hadn't won in a while, so that felt really good. We're excited about this season. We have a lot of people returning, just ready to get started.
Well, expectations are always high when you have a lot of folks coming back. The team ready to occupy that favorite role, because you guys got a target on your back when you step out on the court, don't you?
Yes, we do. We always have a target. You know, we have a rich tradition at Gainesville. So anytime we step out on the floor, everybody's out to get us, and we know that. And every day we try to come to practice and prepare to be successful.
Casey, as the lone senior, what have you done, or have you done anything to prepare yourself for the leadership role, so to speak?
Yes, I go to practice, like, trying to motivate everybody to get them ready for practicing the games, to tell them how the game's going to be, since we have a lot of young people. So I just try to encourage everybody and try to keep them motivated.
Based on what you've seen at practice, where are you strong? What's your strong points going to be this year?
Well, we like to push the ball and get back on defense and communicating and just playing our game of basketball.
When I came in, I tried to look and see, you know, what do we have, what strengths do we have, what weaknesses do we have, and everything we do every day. But like I said, it's just straight fundamentals. If you look at just like in our region or any region, the teams that are at the top, the teams that do it well are the ones that are the most fundamentally sound. And that's what I tried to explain to the girls, and that's what we're working on.
So when you say about strengths and weaknesses, where are you strong and where do you need to turn it up?
Well, I guess if people look to the past, they probably think, well, we don't have a whole lot of strengths. But honestly, I think the heart that they have is one of the biggest strengths that they have. There's several of them that have individual talents and abilities, and it's just a matter of right now of us trying to put all those things together, and along with their intensity level and their just want to get better and improve. So that's what we're working on.
Sarah, this has been quite frankly, let's be honest, it's been a struggle the last few years.
Yes, sir.
Do you see well, it's right. I mean, there's no pretend about it. Do you see a different attitude now?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. We take it as, change, it's not always a bad thing. And we're very excited about our new coach. We really are. She's teaching us, how passionate she is for the game, and she's trying to instill it in us. And for those that, like myself, I love the game. I do. And I feel as myself as a leader, I have to, continue to be, I guess, how would I say it? Just not really passionate, but just keep going on with the with being upbeat, have an upbeat spirit about everything.
Last year we were 8-17, and it was my first year with the Lady Spartans, so they were learning my system. So it was a little bit of adjustment. We lost 4 seniors, and so I'm coming back with really 2 players with significant playing time. So we've got a lot of young and newcomers that we're going to ask a lot of, especially here in the coming months. Macy Passmore, that was one of our key players last year. She's out right now and could be out until after Christmas. So we're going to have some young ones pick it up.
Mackenzie Satterfield, our senior in the middle there. Mackenzie, where do you think the team has improved over last year?
Well, over last year, we become so much closer as a team. I think last year we kind of lacked a lot of team bonding. And so I think this year we'll be able to show our communication skills and our, just teamwork and in general on the court. So
this is kind of a recurring theme about the family, the bond, the teamwork, the communication skills. Obviously, this is something that's very important in a game like basketball.
Yeah.
How does it manifest itself on the court? Why is it important?
Well, if one person messes up, we're able to go and pick them up and be like, well, next play, we'll do it again. Instead, if we weren't a really good, strong team, we'd be getting mad at each other, just kind of putting each other down. So this way, we're able to build each other up and really play together.
Lessens the drama.
Yes, it does.
Well, last year's team, we had a great showing. We had a very good team, had another 20-win-plus season. We're able to clinch the region championship title in a great game with Eastside. Didn't make it quite as far in state as we had hoped to, but that team accomplished a lot of great things. This year, we're just hoping to continue to be competitive and keep our tradition up of working hard and really making a name for ourselves.
I know that the style that you play a lot of times is dependent on your personnel, so what can we expect from the Lady War Eagles?
You're going to see a lot of different styles from the Lady War Eagles this year. We're hoping that we have much more balanced play. We used to be a very post-heavy team. Last year we spent a lot of time as a very guard-heavy team. And this year we're hoping we can put it all together.
First region championship in school history. What are the goals for this year?
I think this year we're just going to try to keep up the tradition that the upperclassmen set last year for us, and we're going to try to remain we call our team a family a lot. We're going to try to remain like that and just focus on our defense and make sure that last year we had a lot of guard play, and so like Coach said, we're going to try to get some post play in this year, and so that should be a good turnout.
Is that going to depend on you? You down low on the post?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, huh? How do you feel the seniors can provide that kind of leadership this year?
I think we had a really close bond with Bridget and them last year, and I think that just showed us what was expected of us as seniors and as captains to lead our team and show them not only talking but just what to do on the court too.
And next week we'll take a look at some of our local boys teams. Now in college basketball, the Brenau basketball team took NCAA Division II Young Harris College down to the wire in a close 67-64 loss this past Saturday. Young Harris took a 3-point lead with just over a minute left, but the Golden Tigers missed an open 3-point opportunity to tie the game. Golden Tigers' Kalen Williams led all scorers with a season-high 22 points and 8 rebounds, and the Golden Tigers began this week at 2-2. A national championship brought home to Hall County. That story in just a moment. We're back. I'm Gary Glenn, and this is Hall County Sports. Now, on the weekend of November 8th and 9th, the Riverside Military Academy Raider team traveled to Molina, Georgia to compete in the 2014 Raider National Championships, going up against 44 other male schools from 27 states, including Texas, Wisconsin, and New York. First up, the cross-country litter carry. That's a 3/4-mile course where team members carried 6 backpacks and a litter weighing over 120 pounds. The course had 5 obstacles, an 8-foot wall, a 20-foot low crawl through a coal mud pit, 2 vaults, 15-foot tunnel, and 25-foot low crawl near the finish line. Third for the Riverside Raiders in that event. Next up, the one-rope bridge. The team had to build a rope bridge across the river to the other side, 92 feet or so, and then tear the bridge down without any knots left in the rope. Riverside beat the next team by 0.04 of a second with a time of 2:15.44 for first place in that event. Now, this was followed by the gauntlet. Cadets had to run as a team with 9 35-pound rucksacks over an obstacle course just under a mile long. They had to use teamwork to pass through a hanging tire and 2 20-foot small drain pipes while carrying all of the equipment. Finished 6th in that particular event. The next event, the physical team test, a 0.8-mile-long course. The team had to move equipment and work together to complete the course as fast as possible. This event, they started off with low crawling under a wire for about 10 yards and then ran with 10-pound water cans for 20 yards and sprinted on a lake and carried a 100-pound canoe for about 20 yards and then did everything again backwards. Another first place for Riverside in this particular event. Last event, the team run. That's a 5K or a 3.1-mile run. Riverside completing that run in 18:44, their best time for the year, finishing with a third-place trophy. And in the overall competition, this is kind of like a decathlon, you understand. In the overall competition, Riverside finished in first place in the country. Oh, by the way, honorable mention, Riverside's Raider B team finished in 12th. The first time in school history they could compete with 2 teams at state and nationals. And we bring to the show now to talk all about that the coach, Andy Williams, here to my immediate left, the captain of the team, Tucker Pearson, as well as one of the team leaders, Robert P. Both of these youngsters here are seniors on the event. And Coach, how did the concept, let me ask you this up first, how did the concept, and I guess this is a specific category thing because it's called the Raider team, and apparently this is, like I said, almost like a decathlon for military-style events. How did this all get started?
Well, we started back in 7 years ago. The team used to just basically go camping and stuff, and then we started falling in line with a lot of other schools, and teams started competing against each other. And the guy who actually started it was named with Mr. Fincher, and he still does a lot of the training and stuff with some of the schools, and he was originally from Cedar Shoals High School.
Oh yeah, over in Athens.
Yes, and it's grown every year since I've been doing it. It's grown every year.
Wow. Now, boys, first of all, let me ask you, do you do any of the other kind of sporting or athletic activities at Riverside?
Yes, sir. I'm on the swim team and the track team.
Swim team, track team. Do you do anything, Robert?
Yes, sir, the soccer team.
Okay. So you're no stranger to athletic competition, but this is a different kind of stuff. Yes, this is a military-type competition. How did you get interested in this?
Well, definitely being a boy, it's always fun to, get dirty and crawl through mud and do the hardest thing possible. And you do a lot of that at Raiders. So initially, it just has it has a wow factor to it that, doing hard things other people don't want to do just for fun.
What about you, Robert? What got you interested in this stuff?
I wanted to join the military one day, so it was the closest thing I could do while I was in high school, and I saw a lot of the people I looked up to when I was in 8th grade doing it, and so I'd go out and give it a try.
Well, in addition to this being tough, I mean, this is true team building, isn't it, huh?
That's what it's all about. You're only as strong as your weakest link. You got 10 guys you compete with. You're only as good as that slowest person. So it is a team concept. I'm
looking at this, too, picking up stuff and building bridges and running around with it. How do you get in shape for this kind of stuff? Do you just do these things, or do you do other stuff?
No, we do quite a bit of other stuff. We grab logs, throw them up over our shoulders, and run with them. If we know we're going to a competition and a ruck's going to weigh 35, we make them have 45.
Nah.
And whatever the competition is, we would just up it a little bit as far as what they would carry. They're going to run 3 miles, we run 5 miles. just training in that way.
How did you guys, now, if I did a release, I think, not too long ago, where you had really a miserable state meet.
Yes, we did.
And so how do you rebound from that? To finish way back at the state but come up and win the Nationals?
Well, we knew going into state that it was going to be difficult based on the fact we didn't, not making excuses. We had a lot of guys that had stomach viruses and strep throat. Matter of fact, a team captain, he wasn't even at the competition that week. And going in, we knew it was going to be tough, but we went anyway. We could have said, you know what, we ain't got a chance and just give it up. But we went there and we competed, and we seen what we needed to do. And that week we regrouped and went with the mission.
And tightened up some of the penalties. I understand some penalties assessed against you.
Yes, we did.
Well, Tucker, after missing the state, now, what was your mental framework going into the Nationals? Say, because I had seen you had done really well in this stuff all year long, and so that had to be in the back of your mind. Say, look, we just got to put that behind us and go on to get this thing, right?
Yes, sir. It's actually a fuel to the fire. Getting spanked like that kind of motivates us even more. Just do just better at Nationals. When you have a strong season leading into state, it's easy to get ahead of yourself, and getting kind of snap back in the frame of focus by that state meet. It really put us in strong working condition to win Nationals.
How do you feel about this, Robert? I mean, national champions, that's really way cool, huh?
I'm pretty excited, sir.
Does it help you get ready for your other athletic competitions with this kind of thing?
Yes, sir. I think definitely. We started indoor soccer already, and I can tell those who were on the Raider team who have come out for soccer are in far better physical condition than those who spent the fall season not doing anything just because of the rigors of the sport.
Now, Robert says he wants to go in the military. Obviously, this is a preparation for that kind of thing. What about yourself, Tuck?
Oh, I've applied to the United States Military Academy at West Point, and I hope to one be Special Forces.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
You got to be proud of these guys, huh?
I'm very, very proud.
What does it take to be a good Raider?
A lot of heart.
How much of it is up here, Coach?
It's still, you gotta strategize.
Yeah, I'm saying you see do you look at the stuff where you're really good and say, well, no, I know we can win this. We just got to tighten it up here.
Yes, I mean, like I say, you strategize. You have 12 guys on a team. You can use 10 at one time. So we look at during training who's strong in each event, and we go off of that. And
so you can sub in the other two that don't do a certain event, right?
You can sub in as long as they're not competing when that event is going on.
Okay.
And most of the time I let my team captains here and team leader, they come with me with the list of who they think should do what, and I will approve it or disapprove it.
When did you know you were pretty much had it done? Was it no matter of how you finished in that last thing?
Actually, we came in when they started giving the trophies, and we came in 6th place in the gauntlet. I think we all was a little bit like, oh no, this isn't going to go the way we planned. And then after that, when they announced us as winning the rope bridge, I think the whole team took a deep breath, and we knew at that point in time we had it. And
that 0.04 of a second margin of victory, huh?
Yes. Yes, that was very close. It was a good school. There's a lot of good schools there. So you just had to come with your A game and give it everything you got. Each event you have to give 100%.
Well, I always know you're losing 2 great seniors here. So I guess the obvious thing is you're going to keep this up. What you got coming back, Coach?
We got actually. I'm not going to put. Let's just put it this way: we're going to be very strong next year too, because. Yes, my seniors are leaving, but we got some other guys, about 7 guys coming back on this year's team. So that's pretty good considering you can only compete with 10 at any given time.
Yeah.
So we just need to find us a couple good guys, and I'm sure with us winning the national title, there's going to be some other cadets at Riverside would want to come on board.
Oh, yeah. Winning breeds winning, don't it?
Oh, it sure does.
One last thing, guys, and I'll ask each of you. What did you get out of this besides a national championship and the ability to do these things as far as your confidence and your mental attitude? Let's go with you first, Robert.
Oh, I think it breeds a lot of confidence in that. I spent 3 years working towards it, and last year we worked really hard, and I thought we had the team, and we came up a bit short. It actually came down to the rope bridge, and we almost, I guess, blew it, I could say. So then this year it's awesome for the confidence to know that we knew going in that we had a very good team, we were strong and in good form, and then we came out and performed and got it done.
Tucker?
So I got the chance to make one of the best memories of my life. I had the opportunity to build brotherhoods with men that I plan on holding that with for the rest of my life. Doing hard stuff with guys like-minded as you builds a strong bond of camaraderie that I will cherish the rest of my life, and that's why I really got out of Raiders.
All right. Congratulations, Robert P.
Thanks,
Tucker
sir.
Pearson.
Thanks, sir.
Andy Williams. Thank you, Coach, very much coming in. National champions. That's something nobody can ever take away from you.
Thanks, sir.
All right, a couple of other Riverside notes before we get away. In swimming, Eagles third in a recent meet at home. Chesterton won it with 70 points. Gainesville High swim team was second with 56, Riverside with 44. And then in order was George Walton Academy, West Hall High School, Flowery Branch High School, Lakeview Academy, the North Hall swim team, and the Lumpkin County High School swim team. And one last note for the cadets, Lex Joya of Riverside made the 8AA All-Region cross-country team. Back with our wrap-up in just a moment.
Turner Wood & Smith is with you every step of the way. Established in the Gainesville area in 1905. Turner Wood & Smith has become Northeast Georgia's largest independent insurance agency by offering professional service at competitive prices. Turner Wood & Smith, insuring your future since 1905.
We're back. I'm Gary Glenn, Hall County Sports. Clarification here, and as I told you last week, the Bernal volleyball team had ended the season with a win over Bruton Parker. Well, I should have said ended the regular season. Now, the Tigers did go on to the conference tournament, where they dropped a 5-set match, a heartbreaker to Loyola, a 4-setter to Dalton State, and a 3-set match to Coastal Carolina. Well, Bernal swimming started day one of competition at the 14th Annual Swanee Invitational recently, winning 5 of 7 events and setting 2 meet records. The Golden Tigers opened the meet with a first-place time of 51.94 in the 100 medley relay. Talia Sola set a meet record in the 50-meter backstroke with a time of 27.36. Bernal dominated the 100 IM as senior Michelle Billio won the event and set a meet record in 102.01. Billow then won the very next event as the senior raced to a 27.19 in the 50-meter butterfly. Distance swimmers rounded out the evening with a victory and a new meet record for Hayward in the 1650 freestyle in 18 minutes, 0.71 seconds. And on day two, the Tigers secured 930 points, winning 9 of 14 events for a 235-point win over host Swanee University. The 200 medley relay team of Talia Sola, Mary Catherine Jabia, Billio, and Ella Kleinschmidt opened the meet with a win in 152.41. Sophomore Courtney Hayward followed with a meet record in the 400 IM in 443.47. Sola set a new meet and pool record in the 100 backstroke in 59.14 and also set a meet record in the 200-yard backstroke in 208.11. Kleinschmidt captured first place in the 200 freestyle in 159.25. In the 500-meter freestyle, Hayward led the way with a new meet record of 5:17.93, and Billow also captured first place in the 100-meter butterfly in 59.56. Hayward found her third win of the day in the 200 IM in 2:17.89, and Bernal capped off their outstanding performances by winning the 200 free relay in 1:45.34. In a double duel against NCAA Division III Emory University and NAIA, the Savannah College of Arts and Design, Bernal swimming fell to the host team, 184.66 into the Bees, 136.5 to 124.5. The 200 medley relay team of Sola, Jabia Billow, and Sophie Nastrom secured a top finish, touching at 151.93, and the senior Billow raced to the wall in the 100 fly for a touchout going 1 minute 26 seconds. Junior Jabia won the 200 IM in a season-best time of 2:16.65. Well, West Hall senior Elliott Rayford signed a letter of intent to wrestle for Appalachian State University. The signing, which took place last week in the West Hall Sunroom, was attended by many family, friends, coaches, teammates, and classmates. Rayford came in 4th in the state as a sophomore and 2nd in the state as a junior. And this year as a senior, he hopes to finish strong in his final year of high school. Good luck to him and all of our wrestlers as they get their season started. And finally, good luck and good lifting to bench pressers and Georgia Iron Dogs Tim Moon and Joey Murphy as they get set to compete this week in the World Association of Bench Pressers and Deadlifters World Championships in Las Vegas. You remember T. Woon not too long ago just won a world title in Austria. Now he's going for another one. And again, good luck and good lifting to T and Joy. That's our show for this week. I'm Gary Glenn, Hall County Sports. Hall County Sports is also brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals, and remember, when you go Green Ford. By Turner Wood & Smith, serving the insurance needs of our area for over 100 years. And by McKever Road United Methodist Church on McKever Road in Oakwood. Loving Christ, loving people, and helping people love Christ.
Yeah.